Hello everybody, it's Sebastian Furtado and welcome. This is an interesting video. Much has happened since my last video. But to sum it up, Friday night I had to undergo an emergency surgery, and yeah, so I spent a few days at the hospital, and then it's very crazy how things can change. And staying in the hospital, and my husband knows me well enough that before I asked him to bring some personal belongings to the hospital, he had already packaged a bag and organized a bag, and he put a couple perfumes in there. He put Ne m'oubliez pas, because he knows how much I love that perfume, and he put also Shalimar Millésime Josement. But funny enough, I was thinking of Vol de Nuit. I was thinking of asking him Vol de Nuit extrait, but because I was going in and out of consciousness because I was sleeping most of the time, when he brought the bag and he said that he had brought those two perfumes, I thanked him quite much, and I asked him for next time to bring me Vol de Nuit, the extrait. He said that he looked for it, but he couldn't find, because he thought that the extractor was going to be in an atomizer. But I keep Vol de Nuit in this bottle. It's one of the very few ones that I don't put into an atomizer to spray, because I love the ritual of removing the cap from this perfume and putting it in on myself, especially from this bottle. I don't know specifically why, but there's something about this bottle that really moves me, and I have a very, very close personal association with this perfume. And he brought it to me, so I had it by my side while I was in the hospital. I didn't. I sprayed Ne m'oubliez pas and Shalimar Millésime Josement after I had showers, but was one spray of each, because I didn't want to have the risk of associating either of them with the hospital, so I didn't put much. It was just enough just to get hints of them. With Vol de Nuit, I didn't put on myself, actually. There was a night, I think it was my second night at the hospital, where I couldn't sleep, and I had this out. And I will try not to get emotional. I will try not to, but I will do my best. So it was 3 in the morning ish. I couldn't sleep, and I could barely move because I had a really big cut in my lower abdomen. And I did this, and I closed my eyes. I'm not going to get emotional. And I'm smelling this. It was beautiful because it made me appreciate. This is my voice starting to crackle, but I'm not going to. It made me really appreciate the little things in life, and how our health, how life is something so fragile. And smelling this perfume really made me appreciate the very little things in life that we tend to take for granted most days. Eating the ice cream, eating a piece of meat, being able to hug somebody without feeling pain, being able to walk. And I'm fine. I'm fine now. I'm recovering well. I'm very well, actually. I had an early discharge from the hospital, but yeah, this perfume, now I have an even stronger connection with it, because it will remind me of even more things, and how much I love life, and how much I love the simple things in life, and how much I love the normal things in life, and how much we really shouldn't save our best for tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. There was Friday night, everything was fine, and then suddenly boom, I could have died, but I didn't because I'm here. But use your best. Take your best shine, and don't wait for that special occasion or that special guest. Or you are the best. You deserve the best. I believe I talked about this on the video of Mugi from Gala, and I'm a true, firm believer in use your best every day, because you deserve it. You deserve the best. We all do. But now I'm going to start talking about the actual topic of today's video. I just really needed to share this with all of you, and yeah. So some viewers have asked me to talk about these perfumes. I do not recall in specific what viewers they were, but thank you for bringing it to my attention. I thought about it today. It was actually, this bottle has been on my coffee stand for a while now. I got it around November last year, actually. When I first tried, before going to the bottle, I like to open the mini set, which is gorgeous, and I will show you how adorable it is. They're not spray, unfortunately, but look how cute they are. So from the get-go, as soon as I tried them all, Bois Corsé was my favorite, followed by, I believe it was Lilifera. Yes, and then there was either Luna Maris and Curel Oscuro, or swapped, and then Rose Roche as my last favorite, or least favorite. But I really do enjoy all of them very much. Rose Roche is a beautiful interpretation of the idea of it. So it's a rocky rose. I'm not going to be talking about all of the collection. I will leave it for next video, which I should do it on Saturday. Yes. So having Bois Corsé being my favorite one from the get-go, it was the one that was mostly in my mind. So when we went to Paris in October, I tried it deliberately all over myself when we were at the Le Bon Marché, and I just right away thought, yes, I have to buy this. So there was a promotion, I think it was Black Friday, and the company that resells Diptyque in Canada that has this collection, this collection ended up being a part of it because it was a site-wide promotion. I think it was 15% off. I was waiting for that because it is a very expensive collection. I think 446 Canadian dollars for them, and I believe they are 100 ml. Let me double check. But that is the presentation. Comes in this really pretty bag. I don't know if the color of the bag changes according to the perfume or not, but the bottle is gorgeous. Bois Corsé, which means full-bodied wood, if I'm not mistaken. Diptyque is always delivering on packaging, and since you know the sense, the feeling of the fragrance, it's 100 ml. Bois Corsé to me is it's a very, very interesting perfume. There are some aspects of this perfume that remind me of something from childhood. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a sweet, woody, with a hint of coffee in here that I really, really appreciate. But if I were to classify this, I wouldn't call it woody, because to me, to my brain, this comes across more as ambery than woody, because it has this beautiful, thick, syrupy color like this. But actually, if I could, like, thinking of a color, it would be this, but even darker, like even more golden, more syrupy. I get the hint of coffee, but just as a hint, I have to spray more because I barely got in here. Yes, it's so good. Is this something new that reinvents the wheel, or oh my god, this is extraordinary, this is something new and avant-garde and all of that? No, not necessarily. But it's Diptyque's take on something that has been there quite a bit, quite for a long time, and refreshing it. It's giving a nice Diptyque touch to it. The coffee is actually quite present in here as a hint, not as coffee. Look at me. But again, it's the similar style of coffee that's on Iris Torréfié from Guerlain. It's the roasted coffee, not the brewed coffee. And I do get the woody aspects of it too. It's quite beautiful because it's very soft and combined with the amber, it's there's illustration actually in the back of the bottle. It's very, I see this. Yes, this is what I see in my mind. I see a piece of wood of that color and of that texture, thick, dense, syrupy, slightly sweet, full-bodied wood. It's the name of it, translated by Corsé. It's a beautiful name for it. Let me see what are the notes. And the perfume is related to this perfume are Olivier Pichot, no longer with us unfortunately, and Nathalie Graciasetto. So the notes listed are supposed to be coffee, sandalwood, tonka bean, cedarwood. Makes sense that I don't get cedarwood because cedarwood to me it's very clean and sharp and there in your face in a way. It makes me think of a lot of sauna. But this is warmer. It goes on the opposite direction of cedar, which is very interesting wood to be chosen to put in perfume. I guess it works really well with the other notes for being clean and sharp and slightly in your face. Also combined with the sandalwood, it does create this beautiful balance in terms of woods. But the one note that I detect the most is actually the tonka, because it is here, very present, sweet, slightly nutty. My experience with this perfume is it's not linear, but it's not overly multifaceted in terms of it develops a story while it's on your skin. To me, it's you just put it on and then you get this beautiful sense of what the perfume is, and then over time you get the different notes coming forth and to stage. Do you know what I mean? Right now, in the opening, I had a little bit of the coffee more, that roasted coffee, but now it's more to the background, and now I get a lot of the tonka. nutty, with still a little bit of hint of coffee, of the roasted coffee, but not as present as it was before. And then later on, I will get more of the cedar and less of the tonka. And then later on, we'll get more of the sandalwood and less of the other notes. So it keeps doing this carousel. You know what I mean? It's this carousel. Yes. Yeah. There's this carousel like spinning around, and you get these beautiful pictures of different notes that are all in here. But I don't tend to focus on notes. I do notes more when I'm talking about the perfume to you, as a way to try to describe what notes I get, because I guess it's something that's more understandable. I guess it's easier to pass. But the way this perfume makes me feel, it's very unique. And something about it, like I said, it's very reminiscent of childhood, and from this one specific place where we lived in the state of Pará. It's part of the Amazon, but it's not the Amazon state, because the Amazon is massive. So there are many states in Brazil that have the Amazon in it, but there's also the Amazon state. So I never lived in the Amazon state. As a matter of fact, I've never been to the Amazon state, but the state of Pará is part of the Amazon. And we lived in this city growing up, and something about this perfume makes me think of that place. I guess it's probably related to the wood, because there was a lot of wood there, a lot of trees, and a lot of cocoa trees. There was a cocoa tree in our backyard, actually. My mom always loved plants, so we had lots of plants in the house, big pots. And this is a very special perfume because it brings very, very comforting and very fond memories, even if I don't see them clearly in my head. It's more of a feeling. So thank you very much for your time, for your attention, for spending it with me. I really appreciate it. And the weekend I will be back talking about the rest of the perfumes from this collection that I really, really appreciate. And I believe this collection has a name. Let me check. It does have a name. Les essences de Diptyque. So the essences of Diptyque. Yes. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful time wherever you are, and use your best. Don't wait for tomorrow. Bye.